All right, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 4, week 11 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. We are people on a mission, and today we continue our journey of the All You Need to Know series. This is a 4-week journey of basically gathering all you need to know to ensure that you pass your exams. And so we're going to head up properly. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 23rd of March.
Excuse me, Mr.
Good afternoon. Good evening, rather.
You was I just asked you were supposed to send the notes from last night.
Yes, I was supposed to send the notes. I will send them, if not tonight, tomorrow. I'll send all 2 of them. So I'll send one time tomorrow. I'll send tonight's notes and yesterday's notes as well. Okay. So you'll get all 2 of them tomorrow for sure. Okay. Okay, Rashadne?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the theme is all you need to know serious. And currently we are on fractions. Fractions is a very big topic. And so let's see how much we can tackle tonight with fractions. We covered some of it yesterday, but not all. All right, so far in the All You Need to Know series, we've done probability. After probability, we did what? I don't remember. After probability, it was what?
Percentages.
Percentages. After percentages, it was
Conversion.
conversions. After conversions, it was order of operations. Okay. All right. So, and currently we are on fractions. All right. So that's a lot to cover in the space of 4 days. I'm glad of the progress that we've made. If you need a good overview of, the topics or a good review, you can just go on my YouTube channel, and you can find the recordings of some of them. I'll upload the rest tomorrow. So you'll have all of the week's notes and all of the week's videos sent to you on tomorrow. Okay, so that'll be the full thing. So let's continue our journey with fractions. We have a whole lot to cover, so let us take full advantage of the time that we do have. So this one is very easy. It's the first one. This one says express 90%. Express 90% as a decimal. Again, express 90% as a decimal. So this one is very easy. So it express 90% as a decimal. We have 90%, so this is going to be 90%. But 90 is basically percentage is divided by 100. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the decimal point twice to the left. It's going to be 1, 2. And so the answer is definitely 0.9. So 0.9. We don't need the 0 at the back. Drop it.
Yeah, my freaking out.
No, my mic is not freaking out.
Why? Given all that feedback was static.
Does anyone else experience static from my mic?
No, sir.
No? Okay. I have to log in and log out and and join back.
Something wrong with Wi-Fi.
Maybe something is wrong with his Wi-Fi. I'm not sure.
Oh, Miss Petit, why it turned to 0.9? Like
Okay.
when the gone from in the back.
In the back, you don't need the 0 in the back because the 0 in the back, we could put it, but it doesn't make a difference. So 0.9 is the same thing as 0.9. Okay. So if we have 80%, what was 80% be?
0.8.
0.8. If we have 70%, what was 70% be?
0.6.
0.7. 60% as a decimal would be what?
0.6.
0.6. Very good. Now they want us to write, now they want us to express 90% as a fraction in lowest terms. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take 90. So we're going to take 90. They want us to express as a fraction in lowest terms. So we're going to take 90. We know that 90% written as a fraction is simply 90 over what? This
90
is
over 100.
express it as a fraction in lowest terms. So can we cancel out any zeros?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can cancel out this 0 along with this 0. So we have what? 9 divided by what? 9 over what?
10.
10.
9 over 10. So the answer for this one is 9 over 10. All right, any questions on that? Nine over 10.
So
Okay.
this is basically the same as simplifying, right?
Yeah, that's basically the same thing as simplifying, yes. All right, so moving right along. The next one is 2016. It says write 7. Oh, please write this down. Again, please write this down. The questions along with the answers. Now, with 2016 one, this one says write 7/8 as a fraction. So in order for us to do this, it's gonna be 7 over what?
8.
8, very good. So that's the answer, 7/8. Pretty easy, not hard with that. 7 over 8. Good. The next thing is express 3 and 1 over 2 as an improper fraction. So in order to do that, we must take 3 and 1 over 2. Three and 1 over 2. We're going to multiply these two together and then add 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is going to be equal to
7.
7. So it's going to be 7 over what?
7 over 2.
7 over 2. Very good. 7 over 2. Next week, it says add 7/8 and 3.5. So we have to add them. So they want us to add them. Add
Mr.
7
Petit,
and 3.5. Yes.
what are you, Mr. Petit? I was just asking, did they intentionally put odd 7/8 but give you the answer for the first one? If you got to do the first one?
So yes, that's why it's a 3-part question because they wanted you to use the answer from the top. to answer to help you answer the rest. Okay. So let's do that.
It's Bgcse.
Yes, sir.
You saw my message?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
So,
So again, we have to add what? 7 eighths and 3 and 1/2. So let's do it. So 7 eighths plus 3 and 1/2 is going to be equal to 7/8 plus 3 times 2 plus 1
It's 7/2.
is 7/2. And then we have to find the LCM of 8 and 2. What's the lowest common multiple of 8 and 2? It's gonna be
8.
what? 8. Very good.
8.
Very good. So what times 2 gives me 8?
4.
Very good. 2 times 4 gives me 8. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. 7 times 4 is what?
28. 28.
28. Very good. Then we have what times 8? What times 8 gives me 8?
4.
1.
1.
1.
1. So 7 times 1 is what? 7.
7.
And the operation that is between them is definitely addition. So let's add. What is 7 plus 28?
35.
35. So the answer is 35/8. Is this our final answer?
Yes, sir.
No, we gotta change it into a mixed number.
Improper.
A mixed number. It's already an improper fraction. You have to change it into a mixed number. So 8 into 35. 8 into 35. How much times 8 goes into 35?
3.
Four
4.
times. 8 times 4 is 32.
32.
35 minus 32 is gonna be 3.
3.
And so we know that 4 is the whole number. So 4 is the whole number. 3 is the numerator,
Number. And 8 is the denominator.
and 8 is the denominator. So the answer is 4 and 3/8. Very good. Any questions on that? Any questions?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Please write this down. As we are about to move. All right, moving right along. The next question says, so next question says, evaluate and express your answer in simplest form. So we have 2/3 times 4 and 1/4 minus 1 and 1/6 is actually for 5 points. So if you get this right, you get 5 marks. That's a lot. If you get it wrong, then you lose 5 marks. So a lot depends on your understanding of how to do fractions. So let's do it. All right, so let's go. We have 2/3 multiplied by 4 and 1
What
over
the topic is?
fractions.
Thank you.
Are you late, Jasmine? It's 6:19.
I couldn't get on. I never could get on time.
What you mean you couldn't get on?
The link was freaking out.
Okay. So then we have minus 1 and 1/6. So for this one, we have to, the first thing we want to do is to change our improper fractions. Sorry, to change our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we multiply 4 times 4 is what?
16.
16. 16 plus 1 is
17.
17. Very good. So it's going to be 17/4 minus. Here we're going to multiply. 1 times 6 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's going to be 7/6. Good. And this is going to be equal to 2 times 17. 2 times 17 is what?
34.
34. Divided by 3 times 4 is 12 minus, because 2 times 17 gives us 34, and 3 times 4 is 12, minus what? 7/6. Now what is
Mr.
it?
Quick
Yes.
question before you move on. So when it's like that, we don't have to find the LCM for them?
No, it's multiplication. So you don't define LCM for multiplication. Only when you get the addition or subtraction, then you must find the LCM.
Okay.
Good question. All right, now what's the lowest common multiple between 12 and 6? It's going to be what?
12.
12.
12.
What times 6 gives you 12?
2.
2. And what times? And 7 times 2 is what?
14.
14. What times 12 gives you 12?
1.
1.
1. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. It's gonna be 34 multiplied by 1. That's 34 minus 14 over 12. Excuse me. It's gonna be equal to, what is 34 minus 14?
20.
20.
20.
20. So it's gonna be 20 over 12. Okay, can we simplify this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What goes into 20 and 12?
4. 4. 2 and 4.
Let's use 4. And it's gonna be equal to what? 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 is what?
5.
5. And 12 divided by 4 is
3.
3. Are we done yet?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, we have to change it into a mixed number. How much times 3 goes into 5?
1.
1.
Once.
Sorry.
Whole number 1. I mean the 2, 5.
So it's gonna be 3 goes into 5. How much times? Once. So it's gonna be 1 times 3, which is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. So it's gonna be 1 and what? 2 over 3. Good, 1 and 2 over 3. Make sense? Make sense? Any questions? Any questions? I'm speaking to you. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, actually, why did you use 4 instead of 2?
What you could use 2. But you'll have to do it twice.
Oh, okay.
No. Mm.
All right, moving right along. What else do we have? Okay, this one should be. Oh, okay. This one is a little interesting.
What year is this?
This one is 2014. All right, so this one says a church choir has 80 members. There are 10 more females and males. The question is, calculate how much males there are. Very good question. Any guesses? How much males do you think there are? We have 80 members in the choir, 10 more females than males. How much males are there? Any ideas?
40.
Subtract
40. Subtract what?
Subtract 10 from, no, 80 from,
80 from 10.
And you will get what? If you subtract 8 from 10, you will get
70.
80. Is that how you do it? I don't believe so.
We still on fractions for this, Mr. Petit?
Yeah, still on fractions because the next question is fraction. Still on fractions. Well,
Mr. Badif, me look like it's a what a fraction, which means this might be like a normal answer, not a fraction.
okay, so yeah, this one is definitely, of course, is a normal answer. So for this one, I'll use algebra to solve it. So we can say let x equal. So we don't know how much males there are, right? So we can let x be the number of male, because we don't know what that is. And then we can say let y be equal to the number of females. So we don't know what the number of males is, and we don't know what the number of females is. So we call them X and we call them Y. Okay. But one thing we do know is that X plus Y, right? We know that X plus Y is going to be equal to 80. That's a fact. Because whatever amount of whatever amount one moment. So we know that X plus Y is equal to 80. Okay. That's it must be, because however number of males there are and however number of females there are, it's going to be equal to 80. All right, whatever it is. Okay. So what else do we know? We know that X plus Y is equal to 80. We know that there are 10 more females than males. Okay, we also know that whatever the amount of females there are, we could write that in terms of males, because we know that whatever amount of females there is going to be 10 more than the males. So why?
So
Say it
Mr. Petit, that means altogether that's 60 females and 20 males.
No, because if you say 60 females and 20 males, then how is it that
No. Yeah.
how is it
Yeah.
that it's 10 more females than males? You see what I'm saying? So it can't be that.
No, how I understand it, because if you divide 80 into equal, it'll be 40 apiece. But if you add 10 more, so that'll be 50, my bad.
50, 40?
Yeah, that'll
50,
be
40, 50, 40 still
50,
wouldn't work.
no,
Because
50, 30.
50, 30, okay.
Yeah, 50,
All
30.
right. What we do know though, we do know that y is equal to x plus 10. The reason why we know that is because we know that there's 10 more females than males. So whatever amount of whatever amount of females there are is going to be x plus 10 because there's 10 more females than males. So y, instead of using y, we're going to say x plus, instead of putting y, we're going to put x plus 10. So it's going to be x plus 10. X plus 10 is our new version of y because there are 10 more females than males. It's going to be equal to 80.
So females is Y and males is X.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you put an X plus X. So it's supposed to be Y plus Y then. for
No.
females.
Remember, we said that y is equal to x plus 10 because
Yeah.
remember, y is equal to whatever the amount of males is plus 10. Okay. So instead of putting y, I put x plus 10.
Okay.
Okay. Now this becomes just pure algebra. Now we can add it. What is x plus x? That's going to be what? What is x plus x?
2x.
Well, good. We have 2x plus 10. It's going to be equal to 80. What could we do at this point? Send the 10 over the equal sign. It's going to be what? 80 minus what?
80 minus 10.
Good. 80 minus 10. We on the side, we have
2x.
Good. What is 80 minus 10?
70.
70. Very good. And we have 2x. So what are we going to do at this point?
You have to do x is equal to 2 divided by 70.
So we divide both sides by 2.
2.
Very good. We cancel out. So x is going to be equal to 70 divided by 2. So x is equal to what is 70 divided by 2?
35.
35. Good. So that means that the number of, so therefore, the number of males in the choir is how much?
35.
35. And the number of females is what? Thus, the number of males is what in the choir?
35 males and 35 males and 45 females.
Is 35. And the number of females is what? 45. And we know that 45 plus 45, and 45 plus 35 is
80.
45 plus 35 is 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 1 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. It's going to be 80. All right, so the number of males in the choir is 35. The number of females is 45. That's how we get it. Any questions on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was a little busy, so I didn't catch the piece where you have 2x. Like like how you get the 2x, the x plus 10 piece.
Look, x plus x is what?
2x.
That's 2x. That's how we get that 2x.
No, no. Like if you look at the top, you have x plus y. I mean, like where the second x they come from.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah,
But you understand the first part, the first line?
yeah.
Okay, good. X plus y is equal to 80, which means that the number of male students plus the number of female students is 80. But we know that y is equal to x plus 10. The reason why y is equal to x plus 10 is because whatever the number of students for females, it's going to be the number of male students plus 10. So y is equal to x plus 10. So since y is x plus 10, instead of writing y, I'm just going to write x plus 10. Okay? And so y is equal to x plus 10. And I already had x here. That's why it's x plus 10. You understand that, Gautam?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, good. Any other questions?
Mr. Petit, you know your mic mute, right?
Yes, Taekwani, I could believe that. I can believe that you're on the second book for math. Okay, so how much male students do we have? How much male students?
35.
35. How much female students?
35.
45.
45. Good.
40.
All right, so good.
Mr. Petit, you could go back so I can get a screenshot, please.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Hello. All right, so the question says, right, what fraction of the choirs is female? Give your answer in those terms. So we know how much females that we have.
45.
So the number of females is how much? 45. The total number of the total choir members, total number of choir members is what?
80.
80. And so the fraction of choir members that are female is what?
45 over 80.
Very good. It equals to 45 over 80. But they say that they want it in those terms. So 45.
So, Mr. Petit, you have to add the two numbers by 5?
You mean divide? Yes.
Yeah, divide.
Yeah, we could divide by 5. Both of them are multiples of 5, so dividing by 5. The first one is straightforward. What is 45 divided by 5?
9.
It's definitely 9. And what is 80 divided by 5?
16.
16.
15. 16.
Is this in lowest terms or I can go simpler?
That's it.
That's exactly it. You can't go lower than that.
Because you're not going to go in 16 or 9.
No, not both of them simultaneously. All right, that's that. Go right along. Okay, can I move it? Can I move the slide yet?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
That's good. You know who I am from? Shea. Shea, yeah? You're so quiet, man. What happened?
Yeah, nothing. I observing.
Yeah, fractions you rather observe. Hey, Shea, fractions you rather observe or you just in that mood today?
Observe them. Some far distance.
All right, so let's evaluate this. We just gotta hope we finish it today. That's my hope. I really hope we finish it today. Because there are a lot of questions.
Yes, but yeah, how much questions are there? I mean, how much we already done with all of them?
Let's see how much more we have. We have this number 7, 12, 14. Then we have this, then that, then that, then that, and this, then that. Oh, only a few more. Yeah, I think we might be able to finish it today.
You mean 6 and the last 2 are long?
Yeah. Well, the good thing is we are close to the end. So that's good. All right, so let's do this. All right. This is one of the big topics. All right, so we have 3 and 1 over 2 plus 4. This one shouldn't be hard. And 3 over 10. Good. We have to convert this into into what? Sorry, we have to convert it into improper fraction.
Improper fractions.
So we multiply 3 by 2 and add 1. 3 times 2 is
6,
6 plus 1 is
6,
7,
7
7,
over 2 plus. It's going to be 4 times 10 plus 3.
40,
40 plus 3 is
43 over 10.
43,
43 over 10. Will be equal to all right, this is going to be, what's the lowest common multiple between 2 and 10?
10.
10. How much times? What times 2 gives us 10?
5.
5, most definitely. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. 2 times 5 is 10.
35.
5 is 35. Plus. What times 10 is 10? 1.
1.
And 1. 43 times 1 is
43.
43, most definitely. It's going to be equal to 35 plus 43 is what?
78,
78.
Very good. We have 78 divided by what?
10.
Divided by 10. All right, so we got it. Are we done yet?
No, we get lowest term.
we're gonna turn it back into mixed fraction.
Very good. Change it into a mixed fraction. How much times 10 goes into 78?
7 times.
7 times.
7 times. Very good. 10 times 7 is
70.
70. 78 minus 70 is
8.
8. So we left with what? Will be equal to
7 and 8 over 10.
yeah, 7 and 8 over 10. Good. Are we done? We finished, right?
Yes, sir.
No.
Also,
Still have to simplify.
Mr. D,
So we divide what? Both of them by what? What can we divide 8 and 10 into?
2.
Very good. We could use 2. 2 will go into both 8 and 10 without leaving the remainder. So it's going to be equal to 7. 8 divided by 2 is simply
4.
4. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 7 and 4 over 5. Okay, good. Any questions on that? Okay, moving right along. Is there no questions? So you have to remember, find LCM, make them the same, make them the same denominator. Make sure they are reduced to its simplest form.
Mr. D, for the last, for one you did before, you went to the, what is this? You don't, just like he did 8 over 10 divided by 2, why didn't you do that for 78 over 10? So you did that,
Yeah, we could.
because for the last one we did, you divided it already.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do it before or after. So you could simplify 7, 8, and 10 first, or you could do
Should we do
8
it
and
for which anytime?
yeah,
Any of
anytime.
them?
Yeah, any of them. Yeah, anytime. Anytime, and it's fine. Once you do it, because it's gonna force you to do it anyway. So, like, because it wouldn't be in the simplest form. It's gonna force you to do that. All right, moving right along, we have this one. Another 4 points. So you have to be familiar with doing these ones. They carry a lot of marks.
But the bridge can you go play?
Up, what? Up to what?
To the check up, keep on going. That one right there.
This?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for this one, you have to evaluate or find the sum of these two mixed numbers. So let's do that. So we have 3 and 3 over 5. Plus 2 and 2 over 15. It's going to be equal to, we have to change them into improper fractions. So let's do that. 3 times 15 is what?
15
That's so funny. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 3,
is 18.
18. Very good. It's going to be 18 over what?
5.
Over 5. Plus 2 times 15 is what?
30.
30. 30 plus 2,
32.
32. Gonna be 32 over 15. Good. It's gonna be equal to all right. What is the lowest common multiple between 5 and 15?
Would that be 15?
It would be 15. All right, what times 15 gives you, sorry, what times 5 gives you 15?
3.
3.
3. Whatever I do at the bottom, I must do to the top. So 18 times 3 is what?
54.
54. Plus. What times 15 gives us 15?
1.
32 times 1 is
32.
32. $54 plus 32 is
86.
86.
86. It's gonna be 86 divided by 15. All right, so it's gonna be 15 into 86. So to figure out how much times 86 goes into 15. I mean, 15 is 86. Say it again.
Wait till you do division.
15 times 5. Let's try 15 times 5. See what we get.
That would give you 70.
70.
Yes, sir.
70.
So let's see, 15 times 5.
Mr. B, that's 75.
5 times 5 is what?
25.
25. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is
75.
7, so 7.
7, 7 or 2. $75, and that's the closest. So we have to use 5. That's going to be 75. And what is 86 minus 75? It's going to be what? 6 minus 5 is
1.
8 minus 7,
1.
11.
1. It's going to be equal to 5
5
and
and 11 over 15.
11 or 15. Can it go simpler?
No, sir.
No, definitely not. Good. So any questions on that? Let me know. Okay, please let me know if there's any questions. If not, let's move on.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Maybe excuse
How did
me.
you multiply by 3? Like,
Say it again.
Maybe excuse please.
Who's speaking? Alejandro?
Yes, sir.
For how long?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you multiply by 3.
You say y multiplied by 3? Rashad name.
Yes, sir.
You say y.
People say would be
You say y multiplied by 3.
Sir.
Oh, to get 15. Because we know that the lowest multiple between 5 and 15 is 15. So I say what times 5 gives me 15? You understand that? What times 5 gives me 15? It's going to be 3, right? So since it's 5 times 3, at the bottom, whatever I do the bottom, I must do the top. That's why I use 3. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's do this one. So you must find the value of 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 minus 1 over, 1 minus 2 over 3 times 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12 divided by 1 over 2. So remember, PEMDAS always is the case. We're going to do what first?
Parentheses.
Mr. Petit, what the year was?
Over 3. The year for this one was 2012. It's actually for 4 points. So it's going to be 2 over 3 multiplied by, okay, a bracket, 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12 divided by 1 over 2. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to do the parentheses first, right? Remember, we have to do parentheses first. So in the parentheses, we know we have 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12. I want to do that first. I want to see what that is before I do anything. So what is the lowest common multiple between 4 and 12? It's going to be what?
12.
It's going to be 12. 5 times 4 goes into 12.
3.
3. Very good. And what times? What do you have to multiply by in the bottom? 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. And it's gonna be multiplied by what times 12 is 12?
1.
1. It's gonna be times 1 as well. This is minus 1. What is 3 minus 1? It's gonna be what? 2 over
Wow.
12. What are we gonna divide top and bottom by?
2.
2. 2 divided by 2 is
1.
1. And 12 divided by 2 is
6.
6. Very good. So that means that 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12 is gonna be what? It's gonna be what?
1 over 6.
1 over 6. Very good. So this is gonna be equal to 2 over 3 multiplied by what is 1 over 4 minus 1 over 12? That's gonna be what?
1 over 6.
1 over 6. Very good. We just figured out over here. Divided by what?
1 over 2.
1 over 2. So this is a good question. What are we gonna do first? Multiply or divide?
Multiply.
Multiply. Very good. Because multiplication comes first from left to right. So we do 2 times 1. What is 2 times 1?
2.
2. And then 3 times 6 is what?
18.
18.
Good. So it'll be 2 over 8 divided by a half. Now, when we are dividing by a fraction, what are we gonna do?
And you flip it?
Very good. We flip it and do what? Do what with the sign?
You keep the first fraction, change the sign, and then
Put the
flip
2 at the top and the 1 at the bottom.
Very good. So we change the sign into a multiplication and flip it. So the 2 becomes, the 1 goes to the bottom and the 2 goes to the top. It's gonna be 2 over 1. What is 2 times 2? 4. What is 8 times 1?
18.
18. Good. Are we done?
No, sir. Hold on.
No, sir.
What number could go into 18 and 4?
2. 2.
2.
2. How much times 4? How much times 2 goes into 4?
Twice.
How much times 18? 2 goes into 18.
6.
2 into 18?
9 times.
God. 9.
9. So the answer is 2 over 9. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Yes.
Would you still get the same answer if you crossed out 2 and 18?
If I cross out 2 and 18. What do you mean if I cross out 2 and 18?
Like cross cancellation, like you would cross out 2 and that would be 1, and you cross out 18 and that would be 9. Then you just multiply 2 times 1 and 9 times 1.
Yes, that's correct. That could work too.
Excuse me, Mr. Biddy.
Go ahead, Michaela.
I don't understand the species that's finished on the side, Chuck, on the left hand side.
This one or this one?
That one right there.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we did 2/3 multiplied by, okay, you understand how we got this? The 1/6.
Yep, sir.
Okay, good. So this is 1/6. So that means that 1/4 minus 1/12 is 1/6. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have 1/4 minus 1/12. We always do the brackets first. That's why we have 1/6 here. It's the same 1/6 that we got. We bring down the 2/3 and we bring down the multiplication. Then we also bring down the division and also bring down the half. Then we say 2 times 1. What is 2 times 1?
2.
2. Then we say 3 times 6. What is 3 times 6?
8.
18. This way. It's going to be 2/18 divided by, bring down the 1/2. Every time you're dividing of two fractions, you're going to change the sign, becomes multiplication. You're going to flip it. Again, change the sign and then flip it. So it's going to be from division to multiplication, and you flip the fraction. What is 2 times 2? That's going to be what?
4.
4. 18 times 1 is 18. We have 4/18. We could reduce this fraction. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Okay, that's how we get it done.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, moving on along, let's continue. We have another one. This is 2011.
You can scroll back up. Please.
I would. Wait. I hope my laptop might have frozen. One moment. Yes, it did. Shoots. Man. Oh boy. Stuff. Okay. All right, one moment. Let me do something. All right, you can see my screen now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I think we only have 2 more questions on this. This one, this one, 3, 4 more. This is the 4th one right here. All right, so let's do this one. So remember, for this one, we always do it first. What do we always do first?
Multiplication. I mean the brackets.
The parentheses first. So if we go, what is the sum of 7 over 8 and 1 over 4? Then we could actually multiply it. All right, so we have 7 over 8 plus 1 over 4 all over. What is the lowest common multiple between 8 and 4?
4.
4. No, definitely not.
2.
No, definitely not. The lowest common multiple between 4 and 8.
8.
4.
What times 4 gives us 8?
2.
Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. So 1 times 2 is 2. 8 times what number gives us 8?
1.
1. And so 7 times 1 is definitely 7. So 7 plus 2, what is 7 plus 2?
9.
9.
Very good, that's gonna be 9 over what?
8.
9 over 8. So now we know that 7 over 8 plus 1 over 4 is equal to 9 over 8. So let's add them. That's going to be equal to 9 over 8. But we know that, let's change it into an improper fraction. 1 times 11 is what?
11.
11 plus 5.
16.
15, right? So 16 over,
11.
very good. What is 9 times 16? What is 9 times 16? It's 144 divided by, what is 8 times 11? 8 times 11 is, 8 times 11 is,
88.
88.
what? Let's divide. So we're gonna, so we do 88 into 144.
Yeah, Mr. Potato.
Yes,
Yeah, this is.
this is 2011. Um, 88 goes into 144 how much times? Only once. 88 times 1 is going to be 88. And 144 minus 88 is what? We got to borrow. This becomes 14. 14 minus 8 is what?
6.
6. Very good. This becomes 3. And we borrow again. This becomes 13. 13 minus 8 is what?
5. 5.
Again?
5.
5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's correct. So 56 is going to be what? 1 and what?
56 over 88.
56 over 80. Are we done yet?
Can we reduce 56 and 88?
Use
Yes, we can. What number we could use?
4.
4. How about 8? Can we use 8 as well?
Yes, sir.
We can. So divide the top by 8. The bottom by 8 as well. It's going to be 1 into, 1, and 56 divided by 8 is what?
7.
7.
Hey,
7 over
7.
11.
And 88 divided by 8 is?
11.
11.
Good. Any questions on that? Any questions? Or are we good? Hello, any questions? Are we good?
We good.
Yes, sir.
Still ain't done yet?
I said 3 more. Rashad, where were you?
No, I mean if we have any more fractions left.
That's what I said. I said 3 more. If you was paying attention, you would have heard. Okay, so it's only an odd item. Okay. The question says, in a survey, write down this question for me, please. The question says, in a survey, 489 people. So the survey has a total of 489 people in the survey. 2/3 of them choose basketball as their favorite sport. So the question is, how many people chose basketball? Okay, so 2 over 3. So how are we gonna do this?
Would it be 2 over 3
2
times,
over 3 times.
times 489 over 1?
Very good. Good. So it's gonna be 2 over 3. Multiply, because they say of, right? So 2 over 3 multiplied by 489 divided by 1. This is going to be equal to we're going to multiply 2 and 489. What do we get?
978.
Very good. So we multiply this with that. You get 978 all over. When we do 3 times 1, we get what?
3.
3. So now we have to divide 978 and 3. So let's do that. 3 into 978. How much times 3 goes into 9?
3.
3 times.
3 times 3 is 9.
9.
9 minus 9. 9 minus 9 is
0.
Bring this down. All right. How much times 3 goes into 7?
Once.
To the end?
2.
Twice.
Twice.
Twice. 3 times 2 is
6,
6. 7 minus 6 is
1,
1. Bring down the
8,
8. How much times 3 goes into 18?
6 times,
6 times. Very good. 3 times 6 is
18,
18. Good. And 18 minus 18 is
0,
0. So it's going to be 3, 2, 6. So 326 people choose basketball. All right, moving right along. Let's go 2010.
Mr. Petit, you
Hello.
could go back. You could go back for 1 second, please.
Sure.
What year is this?
This year is 2010.
Just Mr. Bitty, you go back up, please.
Sure. This is one of these last one. Okay, moving right along.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so the question says, Stephen bought 2 packages of hamburger meat. Each packet weighed 2 and 3/4 pounds. Calculate the total weight of the meat. How are we gonna do that? Any ideas on how we're gonna do that? Hello, I'm speaking to you all. Any ideas on how we're gonna do it?
I can't say it's
I
an
think
8
you
package
can
and I
two and
can't
up.
Say it again.
bring it down a little.
You can't?
We're gonna times the 2.5, the 2 and 1, the 2 and 3/4 by times 2.
Yeah, times it by 2. Because we have 2
And
packages.
turn it into can you go back to the last slide, please, so I take a screenshot?
Okay, sure. So we have to multiply the 2 packages. We have to multiply it because it's 2 packages of the same weight. So you have to multiply it by 2 to get the total weight. So it's gonna be 2 multiplied by 2 and 3/4. All right, for this one, we have to change 2 into a fraction. How are we gonna do that? It's gonna be
1, 2/1,
2/1 multiplied by 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. It's going to be 11 over 4. It's going to be equal to 2 times 11, which is
22.
22, divided by 1 times 4 is
4.
4. So 22 divided by 4. What we got, they say the total weight of the meat. So we have to change this into a mixed number. So 4 into 22. Into 22. How much times 4 goes in 22?
5.
5 times. 4 times 5 is 20.
It would be 5 and 2 over 4.
Okay. 22 minus 20 is 2. So indeed it's 5 and 2 over 4. Now, are we done? Are we done?
No, that could go lower.
No, sir.
Go lower, right? So we could divide top and bottom by what?
2.
2.
2. It's going to be 5 and what? 2 divided by 2 is
5 and 1 over 2.
1.
1. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. So it's 5 and 1 over 2. Good. Moving right along. We have he then divided the meat into a 1/4 pound burger patties. How many patties was he able to make? Any ideas into how we ought to get it? Any ideas? He divided the meat into 1/4 pound burger patties. How many patties was he able to make? Okay, no ideas. So the way are we gonna do it is we already know that there's a total of 5.5 pounds. And we have to divide that into a 1/4 pound burger patties and figure out how much is made. So we have for simply, we have just to divide. Divide by what?
4.
1
Over 4.
Yes, divide. In order to do that, we must change this mixed number into a improper fraction. So it's going to be 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is
11
11.
over 2.
Very good. 11 over 2 divided by 1 over
4.
4. So it's going to be equal to 11 over 2 multiplied by, and then we flip it, right? 4 over 1. What is 11 times 4? It's going to be what?
44.
44. And 2 times 1 is 2.
2.
And how much times 2 goes into 44?
22 times.
22 times is correct. 2 into 4, that goes twice. 2 times 2 is 4. We must subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Then we bring down the 4. 2 into 4, that's going to be twice. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So that means that 2 times 22 is 44. So that means that 44 divided by 2 is 22. So he is able to make 22 parties if he cut that into, if he cut the 5 pounds and a half into a quarter pound burger patties, he's able to make 22 parties.
Excuse me, Mr. T.
Mhm.
You could go back, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, moving on to the next one. So that's 2018. I mean, 2008. Any year I was born in 2008?
Me.
Me. All right. Okay, good. Mr. Jones is baking a cake that calls for the following ingredients: 3/4 pound of walnuts, 1.5 pounds of almonds, 1/4 pound of pecans. How many nuts are needed? How many nuts are needed? So we have 3/4 pound plus 1 and 1/2 plus 1/4. It's going to be equal to 3/4 plus, we change the 1.5 into a improper fraction. 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3.
3.
3/2 plus 1/4. It's going to be equal to all over. What is the lowest common multiple between 4, 2, and 4?
4.
4, very good.
Oh,
What times 4 gives us 4?
1.
1. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. So it's going to be 3 plus. What times 2 gives us 4?
2.
2, very good. Multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is definitely
6.
plus. What times 4 gives us 4?
1.
1. times 1. So it's going to be 1. Then we add 3 plus 6 is what?
9.
9. 9 plus 1 is
10.
so we have 10 over 4. Are we done yet?
No, sir.
No. We're going to divide. How much times 4 goes into 10?
Twice.
Twice. 4 times 2 is 8. 10 minus 8 is going to be 2.
2.
Because this is going to be equal to 2 and 2 over 4. Are we done?
No, sir.
No, definitely not. We can divide these two by 2. It's going to be equal to 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1.
1.
And 4 divided by 2 is
2.
2. So the answer is 2 and 1 over 2.
What the please?
Yes.
You can't go back to the place.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
All right. Next, moving right along. All right, so the next question says, express your answer in part A as a decimal. To express your answer in part A as a decimal, so we have 2.5. And we need to express it as a decimal, so that's very simple. So we have 2.5. And we need to express that as a decimal. It's going to be 2 plus a half. A half is this. It's going to be equal to 2 plus. What is a half as a decimal?
150.5.
0 0.5.
5.
0.5.
5.
0.5. So this is a half.
So it would be 2.5.
Very good. So it's going to be 2 plus 0.5. And 2 plus 0.5 is definitely 2.5. All right, any questions on that?
Yes, how do you get 0.5?
Because, okay, because you divide it. 1 divided by 2. So it's going to be 2 into 1. How much time 2 goes into 1? 0. 2 times 0 is still 0. We put the decimal point. My apologies. 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So you put the imaginary 0. How much times 2 goes into 10?
5.
5 times. 2 times 5 is
10.
10. 10 minus 10 is
0.
0. So that's how we get the 0.5. Okay. Make
Okay,
sense?
thank you.
Good. Okay. Good. So that means that we are officially done with fractions. So we're
Yes,
done with,
Mr. Batista.
yes.
So if you use 1.5, you would get it wrong.
Yes, you get it wrong. It's not 1.5.
Okay.
All right, so please send in all the fractions notes. That's everyone. Please send in all the fractions notes. Everything I give you on fractions, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now to send them. That's everyone. Again, send in the fractions notes, please. Again, please send in all of the fractions notes. I'm giving you opportunity to send in your fractions notes. All right, there's still some persons who still haven't sent in their work yet. Aaron, did you send in your work? Aaron? Aaron. Not from Aaron. Alejandra, did you send in your work yet?
Yes,
Alejandra?
sir. I just finished sending them.
Okay. Let me check Penniman. Okay, Penniman sent us. Angel, did you send in your work?
I'm about to.
Okay. Ariana?
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
you see the notes, what I was supposed to send you? On these notes too, I didn't get a chance to send them yesterday because I had to hurry up and go to school because we ended up weekend a little late.
So when are you gonna send them?
When we working overtime again, so I end up no access to a phone, so I have to send them tomorrow.
Okay. All right, no problem. But make sure I don't forget. Gustav,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Aiden,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Are y'all getting any homework soon? Not homework. Quizzes?
If we get any soon,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
When he give you a quiz, please let me know before, okay? So I can help you with it.
Okay.
Shaya, did you send in your stuff?
Yes, sir.
It's over, Shaya. We don't have to do that fraction thing. It's over.
God.
I know, right? Frank Pong,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your work?
I tell me what.
Okay. Good. Gabrielle,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Garanik, I'm still waiting on your work, please. Again, Garanik, please send in your work. Jasmine, Jasmine, are you there? Can't have from Jasmine. Alan, Shakira, Alan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jasmine, did you send in your work?
I sent my work long time.
Okay. Alan, Jennifer, Alan, did you send in your work?
Don't worry about it, Mr. Petit. My mom is sending the work right now.
Okay, that's good. Jensen, did you send your work? Jensen, Bethel.
Gotta do the rest now.
Okay. I don't know it's taking you so long. Karen,
Yes, sir.
I don't have your work.
My mommy ain't home yet.
you're gonna send it when she arrives?
Yes, sir.
All right. Kevin Inc. Kevin Inc.
Yes, sir.
Your work?
I did.
Okay, good. Lanaya,
Yes, sir.
you sent in your work?
I did.
Okay, how you feel about fractions?
Fractions was never my favorite like my favorite thing to do in math. But I mean, it's not as hard as it used to be now that I understand.
That's good. That's good. Malaya,
Yes, sir.
are you finished? Did you finish sending your notes?
Yes, I sent it to you.
Okay, that's good. Mikhail. My God. Mikhail Hepburn.
Yes, sir.
I don't have your notes.
I didn't get to write them. I only got to write like a couple of them because I didn't have a book. My book did run out, and I was looking for my mommy. My mommy found a book for me to write in. So
So you're saying you didn't write. How about the notes from yesterday? I love that.
no, sir. I didn't have a book.
You didn't have a book? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you the notes for the day and yesterday. Please write them down. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mikhail. Moisha. Moisha,
Yes,
did you send in your work?
yes, sir.
No, I only got one. I only got one page.
The rest should be sent, and I sent all in one.
Oh, they should be sending. You sure? Because try send them
Yes.
again. Because I only get one. I only got the first one.
Okay.
Noel,
Yes, sir.
did you send
I
your
already
work?
sent it. I sent it to my mommy phone.
Okay, that's good.
They just sent Mr. Petit.
Who phone you use? Someone is using a new phone.
My daddy let me use his phone to send the pictures.
Okay, okay. All right. Rakia, did you finish? Are you finished?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. Serenity,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, that's all of you all. Okay. If you are not doing social studies, please, you can leave. But we're gonna do social studies and RK right now. If you're not doing those two subjects, you can leave.
Good night.
Good night. Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, so let's move along. The last time we were here, we did the Loyalists, not the Loyalists, the Lucian Adventures. Can anyone remember what we talked about with Lucian Adventures? Anyone remember? Lucian Adventures. Why did they come to the Bahamas?
For
For
religious
freedom.
freedom.
Freedom for religion.
They came for freedom. Okay. So look at them. Give me one more. Give me 1 minute, please. Give me 1 minute. Come right back. Please come and leave. All right, my apologies. So, Alejandra, in what year did the Lucian Adventures come to the Bahamas? What year?
The Lutheran Adventures came to the Bahamas in 1967.
1967? Sure, 1967.
In 1647. Sorry.
No problem. Daniel, where did they come from?
They came from Bermuda.
Very good. They came from Bermuda. Caleb, why did they come to the Bahamas? The Lucian Adventures.
Why did they come to what?
Why did the Lutheran Adventures come to the Bahamas?
They come to the Bahamas because they didn't want to follow the king's order that everyone should worship in an Anglican church. And they wanted freedom to worship in their own churches.
According to the dictates of their own conscience. Very good. Gabrielle, tell me, what did they name the island of Bahamas that they land on?
Eleuthera.
Very good. They named it Eleuthera. Eleuthera. Jasmine, are you in social studies or arcade?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Jennifer,
Yes, sir.
what does Eleuthera means?
Eleuthera means freedom.
Good. And on this island, what did they want it for all?
Justice.
Very good. Justice and freedom. Good. Tell me, Karen. Karen, are you there? Karen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. How many people decided to sail with the two captains to the Bahamas?
70.
70, very good. Miguel,
Yes, sir.
what were the name of the two captains?
The two captains were William Sale and Captain Butler.
Very good. Mikhail, what did they bring to farm on the new island of the Bahamas?
Bought food, seeds, and tools to farm to chose to farm the new land.
Very good. Alejandro, not Alejandro, my apologies. Rashadani. What was the name of the place on Elutra that they named? The first place where they landed.
Governor's Harbor.
Very good, Governor's Harbor. Rashad, no.
Yes, sir.
What did the two captains had?
What do you mean?
What did they have? That caused the split.
They had an argument.
They had an argument. Very good. And that argument caused a split in the group. Serenity. What happened to Captains William Sale and his crew who went with him?
The ship got caught in rough seas and the ship was shipwrecked.
Very good. Vashanti, what happened to all the supplies and goods that they had and provisions that they had?
They got lost in the ocean.
Very good. Got lost in the ocean. Very good. Alejandro, where did they have their first church service? Alejandro, where did they have their first church service? Can't hear from Alejandro. Caleb, where did they first have their first church service?
They are their first church service in a cave called Preacher's Cave.
Very good. All right, so we're gonna continue with today's notes. I want you to head up. Today is the 23rd of March. We're gonna continue with the Lutheran Adventures, and we're gonna talk about life on the island. Okay, Daniel, can you read the first paragraph, and Jennifer, can you read the second paragraph after him? Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Daniel. Daniel, read the first paragraph, please.
We writing this, Mr.
Yes, you're writing this down. I wanted to read the first paragraph. Okay, I can't hear from him, so I'm gonna ask Rashadani, can you read the first paragraph? And Jennifer, read the second. Rashadani,
Yes, sir.
read the first paragraph, please.
After living only on what the island could provide, survivors were close to starvation. So William Sale took a small boat and sailed to Virginia. The settlers there provided a ship and supplies to help the colonies on the loop. Later help also came from New England. In return for this, the people of Elyria sent 10 tons of stiletto wood. The money this raised was used to build Harvard College.
Thank
Other
you.
settlers
No, just the first paragraph. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Other settlers came from Bermuda, but sometimes these were criminals exiled by the Bermudan government. So harsh was life that some of the original settlers including Sale himself, returned to Bermuda or went to North America colonies. Those who stayed managed to live by fishing and farming. A little money was also made from wood and ambergris
Uh-huh.
and the and the occasional shipwreck.
Occasional.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Occasional shipwreck. Further settlements were made at Harbor Island and Spanish Wells.
Thank you, Jennifer. So write this down for me, please. This is talking about how life was on the island of Eleuthera with the Illusion Adventures. It was not a fun experience. It was harsh, right? It was so harsh that even William Sale himself went back to Bermuda. That is harsh. That their own captain, he went back. All right. It was also sad because they brought ex-criminals to Eleuthera. And the persons on Eleuthera, the persons who were there Eleutheran adventures, they survived by selling goods, by farming, by fishing, by getting goods from the occasional shipwreck that would happen. They received help. You know, they was near the starvation, but William Sale went on a boat to New Zealand. Sorry, he went on a boat to Virginia, got some help. Help also came from New Zealand, but they got Brazilito wood from them in exchange. So it was tough. It was tough on that island. Life was harsh living there for the Illusion Adventures, but they wanted freedom. So in order to get that, they must endure hardship. Sometimes freedom doesn't always mean comfort. Sometimes freedom means leaving your comfort zone and going into a place that is more rude and harsh, but at least you get your freedom. So, Alejandro, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good. Where did William Sale go to get assistance? Where did he sail to get assistance?
He sailed to Virginia.
Very good. Kayla, when William sailed to Virginia, how did they help? How did the people in Virginia help them?
They gave them supplies to help the colonists on Eleuthera.
Very good. Besides Virginia, Daniel, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
So besides Virginia, what other place did the Illusion Adventures receive help from?
New England.
New England, very good. But in exchange for what?
Brazilito wood.
Brazilito wood. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The money that was raised, Gabriel, was used to build what?
Harvard College.
Very good. Used to build Harvard
I'm
College.
sorry, Mr. G.
Uh-huh.
We wrote this down, yeah?
You have to write this down.
Okay, I was just making sure.
You have to write this down. Please write it down. This is the first set of notes. Again, please write it down. I'll be holding you accountable to this notes at the end of the class. So make sure you have it written down. Jennifer,
Yes, sir.
other settlers came from Bermuda, but what was their status? They were ex what?
Criminals.
They were ex criminals. Very good. Kaylee. I'm sorry, not Kaylee. Karen.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by exile? What is meant by the word exile? Like, Someone is exiled. What does that mean?
Like they were banned.
They were banned. Very good. So if you're exiled, you can't come back to another country. And so persons were sent to Eleuthera that were exiled from Bermuda. Miguel,
Yes, sir.
true or false? Life on Eleuthera was very easy, but not harsh.
Pardon?
True or false? Life on Eleuthera was very easy, but not harsh.
False.
Definitely false. It was so harsh, very harsh for the persons living there. Mikhail,
Yes, sir.
are you writing down the notes?
Yes, sir.
Chardonnay.
Yes, sir.
Did William Sale stay in Lutra or he end up leaving? Hello, Chardonnay. Did he stay or did he end up leaving?
Ended up leaving.
Yes, he ended up leaving. Very good. Rachel, no?
Yes, sir.
Why did he leave? Why did William Sale leave?
He left because everybody including him was starving on the island.
He left because because of the harsh conditions. Okay. Serenity.
So,
How did the people who stayed on Ilucha, the Ilucha Adventures who stayed there, how did they manage to survive?
they managed to survive by fishing and farming.
Fishing, farming, what else?
Uh,
What else?
they
Money was.
made money. They made money from wood,
Mm-hmm.
hamburgers, and occasional shipwreck.
Very good. Occasional shipwrecks. Good. For Shanti,
Yeah.
what other settlements were inhabited with the Lucha Adventures?
Bermuda.
No. What other settlements were made on Ilucha? Harbor Island and what?
Harbor Island and
Start with S.
San Salvador.
No. Harbor Island and Spanish. Spanish what?
Spanish Well.
Very good. Spanish what? Those were further settlements that the Lutheran Adventures also made. Basically began to spread out. Okay, are we done with this slide?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, not yet. Not sure we finished with this. Anyone finish writing this down?
No, sir.
No. Okay, please write this down. All right, are we done with this slide? Hello, I'm speaking to you all. Are we done with the slide?
No, sir.
No, y'all have to hurry up, right? Taking too long. You know, I take a screenshot of it because I have to move. Y'all taking too long to write this down. This thing takes literally 2 seconds to write. I don't know why you're taking forever to write this down. That's unacceptable, man. You have to write faster than that. All right, so a little on New Providence as well.
Mr. Petit, I can take a screenshot of this real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So by 1670, there were several hundred settlers on another island. This other island was New Providence. Can anyone guess what was New Providence first called? Which had first been called? New Providence has first been called actually Sales Island after William Sale. There, but this one was better. This was better than Eleuthera, right? It was better. It was a bit better than Eleuthera. There, the early settlers found life somewhat easier than in Eleuthera. And so, filled with hope, named it Providence. The word new was added later. The island seemed a better choice than Eleuthera. It was more central. It had a sheltered location. It had a good harbor. Ships could come there via the Providence Channel. The land proved good for farming. And the seas were good for fishing. The main town on the island was called Charlestown. It was then renamed Nassau based on one of the title of William in the title of William, King of England. A new era in Bahamian history had begun. Okay. So Alejandro is Alejandro. Alejandro, are you there?
Hi.
Yes. By 1670, how many settlers were on another island?
Several hundred.
Several hundred. Very good. Caleb, what was New Providence first called?
It was first called Sales Island.
Very good. Daniel, why was the island called New Providence? Why is it called Providence?
Because the settlers found it somewhat easier than Luttrell, and it filled them with hope, so they called it Providence.
Very good. Gabrielle, give one reason why Eleuthera seemed like a better choice than give one reason why why New Providence seemed like a better choice than Eleuthera. Gabrielle,
Yes, sir.
give me one reason why Nassau seemed as a better place than Eleuthera.
It had a good harbor and ships could come down via the Providence Channel.
Very good. Jennifer, give me a reason why New Providence seemed like a better choice than Eleuthera.
It seemed like a better choice because it has a good harbor and shelter. It had shelter locations.
Very good. It was more central. It had a sheltered location, a good harbor, right? The land proved good for fishing, right? Karen, what was the main town of New Providence called?
The main town is called Charlestown.
Very good. Miguel,
Yes, sir.
are you writing down your notes?
Yes, sir.
Let me see. Did you write down your mark notes that you missed?
No, sir. You didn't send it to me.
So now you're lying on my name.
I don't think I saw it. Let me check.
Now now you switch. You say I didn't send it. Now you say you're gonna check. So now you lying on my name in front of the class.
Oh, okay. I see.
You see it now, right? So what you're gonna do now? Apologize for lying on my name, right?
I apologize, Mr. Viti.
It's right here. So you're gonna write down your notes for the math class that you missed. I'm also gonna send you yesterday and today. So send all of them when you finish writing them, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Um Why do you come late to class anyway, Miguel?
I just got home.
Every day? You come home late?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
My brother, he gets off of work, and my mom picks him up when we go home.
So where do you be
In
before?
a car. Most of the times, I'm at my aunt's house, and I could come home. I mean, come on to you, but these days I haven't been going.
Okay, no problem. All right, Serenity.
Yes, sir.
What was the change in Nassau? What was the change from Charlestown to Nassau based on like?
The name was changed and it was called Cloudstone.
Well, it was Charlestown, but then it was called Nassau, based on what?
Oh. Yeah. Based on the names and title of William, King of England.
Yes. So based on one of the names in King William's title. Okay. Do we have this written down? We have to move on.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We
I
we
did.
have, we have it written down, right?
No, sir.
So please take a screenshot of it so we can write it down and move on. Okay, so let's begin, RK. So today is Thursday.
Can I listen?
Pardon?
Good night.
Good night, Alan. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of March, 2023. The subject is religious studies. Um, consider All right. So we're going to be looking at Philip in Samaria. Philip in Samaria.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit.
Yes.
You want us to send you our social studies notes, right?
Yes, please send me your social studies notes. Thank you very much. Send me your social studies notes, please. So, anyone familiar with the term evangelist? What do you know about the term evangelist?
Someone who goes around spreading the
People
gospel.
who carry your Bible trackers.
Someone who carries Bible tracts, yes. Someone who goes around sharing their faith. So an evangelist is a
Spreading
person,
the gospel.
yes, is a person who travels from country to country preaching the gospel. That's what we call an evangelist. By the way, the scripture reference, I say theme, it's not theme, the topic, not theme. The topic is Philip in Samaria, and the scripture reference is Acts 8 verses 1 to 25. So from the day, so this is notes, the rest of the notes. So we're talking about Philip and in Samaria. So remember, Philip was one of the 7 helpers, okay? So from the day Stephen was killed, we talk about this, a great storm of persecution burst upon the church in Jerusalem. How was Stephen stoned? Anyone can remember how was Stephen stoned? I'm sorry, that's so funny. Anyone remember how was Stephen killed? I already gave away the answer. How was Stephen killed?
By being stoned.
Very good. He was stoned to death. All church members except the apostles were scattered over the countryside of Judea and Samaria, while some of the Christian men buried Stephen and mourned over and mourned deeply over him. Saul persecuted the church bitterly. He would go from house to house, drive out both men and women, and have them committed into prison. Those who those who were dispersed by his action went throughout the country, preaching the good news of the message as they went. Now, Philip was one of the 7 helpers, and also an evangelist. For instance, he went down to the city of Samaria and preached the gospel. The gospel message to the Samaritans. Large crowds gathered to listen to him and saw the miracles which he performed. With loud cries, evil spirits came out of those who had been possessed by them. And many paralyzed and lame people were cured. As a result, there was great rejoicing in that city. So Philip was one of the 7 helpers. He was an evangelist as well. After the death of Stephen, there was a lot of persecution going on. And Saul was responsible for a lot of the persecution that was going on. He would take the Christians and throw them into prison. But Philip, as an evangelist, he went to Samaria. He preached the gospel to the Samaritans. A lot of people gathered and listened to what he said, and he also performed miracles. All right. Persons who are possessed by demons, evil spirits came out. People who were paralyzed were cured, and people was very happy and rejoicing at what transpired in that city. Okay. Alejandro, what happened after the stoning of Stephen?
A great persecution burst upon the church of Jerusalem.
Very good. Gabrielle, who was responsible for the persecution? Who was one of the main persons that was responsible for the persecution of the Christian church?
Stephen.
Not Stephen. Stephen is one who got stoned. Who's responsible for one of the who's one responsible for the persecution?
Saul.
Saul, very good. Jasmine, what would Saul do to the Christian people? Jasmine, what would Saul do to the Christian people? Can't have him, Jasmine. Karen, what would Saul do to the Christian people?
He persecuted them.
Say it again.
He persecuted them.
He would persecute them. Okay, in what way? Give me some details.
He would go from house to house, drag out both men and women, and have them committed into prison.
Very good. Miguel,
Yes, sir.
who was Philip?
Philip was the he was one of the 7 helpers
Very good.
and the evangelist.
And he was an evangelist. Very good. Mikhail, Mikhail,
Yes, sir. I just came back. What happened? Yep. Sorry. Not what happened. Yes, sir.
who was an evangelist?
I don't know. Let me check.
Look at the notes. Who's an evangelist? All right, I can't from Mikhail.
See, I still looking. Give me a second, please.
No, Rochelle, no. Who's an evangelist?
Evangelist is a person who travels from different place to place preaching the gospel.
Yes, very good. Rashadane,
Yes, sir.
what did Philip do in Samaria?
He preached the gospel message to the
Very good. He went to Samaria and he preached the gospel message. Serenity.
Sir.
While he's in Samaria, while Philip was in Samaria, did he perform any miracles?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did. Very good. Ashanti?
Yes, sir.
Can you give me some examples of miracles that Philip did in Samaria?
The miracles he did was exorcism,
Mm-hmm.
healing.
Healing, very good. People were cured that were and paralyzed, and people who were demon possessed, they got freed. Alejandro, what was the result of his ministry in Samaria?
The result was that large crowds gathered to listen to him and saw the miracles he performed, and large crowds gathered to listen to him and come out of those who was possessed by them, and many paralyzed and lame people were cured, and as a result it was a great rejoicing in the city.
Very good. As a result, there was a great rejoicing in the city because of the miracles that they saw. Okay, so that's the account of Philip in Samaria. If you are finished writing the slide, you are free to leave. I'll see you all on Sunday for those who are coming to Sunday classes, and on Monday for those who are not. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Send in the RK notes and the social studies notes, please. Have a good night. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Busy.
Yes, Daniel.
Lean people were people who couldn't walk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy rest. Enjoy your night, Mr. Busy.
Likewise. See you on Sunday.
Stop.